Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Pikdee. It's my screen name, username on GGPoker and PokerStars. I created this YouTube channel just as a hobby, something to do on the side while I'm actually just playing poker. Just something to do to change up, mix up the music I guess. And this is like climbing the stakes as a recreational poker player. Maybe a new player or whatever you want to do. Something to do in the evenings or whatever you want to do to get better for live. Because playing online poker now than what it used to be a long time ago. You used to have to play all kinds of crazy hours live, but now online poker actually speeds up that process to actually get you a little better when playing live. But this is just a hobby thing for me. I'm going to be playing 500 hands a day, give or take 100. I'm trying to shoot for 3,000 hands a week. Starting off the lowest one, 20 bucks was my. Actually, what happened here was I had money already on GGPoker, and then I got those promos, and I pulled all my money out and I left $20 in because there was like a $5 here, $5 there, $5 promotions every day for logging in and playing a few hundred hands or something. I can't remember what it was, but that's what I did. And then, I pulled out all my money, and then I left myself 20 bucks, and I said to myself, hey, you know what? New Year, let's do a little challenge. Let's try to get up to 200 now. I know what this is going to probably take. Probably maybe a couple of years, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, depends on the variance. Some levels I'm going to speed through, and some levels I'm going to get hit with variance, and I'm going to be knocked back down, get back down maybe a level or two, and have to grind my money back up again. And I'll be discussing like rake back. The great thing about GGPoker is you get a weekly rake back every Sundays. I think about after midnight, so you can collect. I'll go into that later. But, so this is my YouTube channel, and this is what I'm doing as a hobby. I'm not putting too much time into this site. I play on another site. That's where I do all my playing. I'm just coming into here just to do this, something on the side. So, I'm going to be talking about, it took me a long time to get this thing going. I mean, I was putting it off. I started, and I started, stop, back and forth. And I was like, it's April now, let's just start it. And I'm actually going on vacation at the end of the month or in May, so there'll be like a week or two I won't be doing anything until I come back home and I can start up again. But first I want to go into, as you can see my display right now, there's my Pikdee Poker, Micro Stake, 6 Max, where I'm playing, there's my bankroll and all that stuff. Basically everything's all planned out already. My screen's already set up for what I was actually going to be doing as my main platform thing. So that's done on OBS. If you don't know how to do OBS, there's all kinds of great things out there that teach us about OBS. You can also use CapCut for editing. That's what I'll be doing in this one here. I'm going to throw it into CapCut, and then I'm going to be editing it down, and then throwing it up on YouTube. And then I go into Corel to do the thumbnail. But I hear thumbnails are one of the biggest things is that it has to pop or something. I don't know. I was looking into it there, and probably that's why I pick Sundays to do it, right? So I'm not doing any kind of poker thing to do. Right now I'm talking because everybody's sleeping, it's Sunday, all the kids are like relaxing in their rooms and stuff. The house is really quiet. So it allows me to actually do this. That's why I'm actually picking Sundays. So it's good. Anyway, I'll try to do this every Sunday. And I will, even if I don't, I'll still be doing like the progress reports, right? Okay, so I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm going to put this over here to cover that. And I'm going to move this out of the way, like that. All right. So from January to March 2020, I'll take you to the graph here, top right. January to March 2024, I played 11,372 hands at the 2L. That's $2 buy-ins. Now I'm only buying for 60 big blinds. The reason it's not because I don't want to play 100 BB stack. It's because my bankroll is not high enough to play 100 BB stacks. I don't want to come and play 100 BB stack at 20 bucks, only have 10 tries and have to reload again. So I lowered it down. Give me a little more play time. You can still play. And what I also did was I'll be throwing it up through increments. So as soon as I hit $80, that's when I'll be playing with a full stack. And hopefully that last little bit there, that last 20 bucks will come a lot faster. And because I'm taking my first shot, I'm skipping the 5-L because there's no games on GGP at the 5-L. It's like maybe in peak hours, maybe 2, 3. And it's just going to be a hard thing to grind up 1 table, 2 tables. It's like, oh my God, I'll be sitting here for at least 4 or 5 hours, depending on the amount of tables I'm playing, right? I want to get in, play for an hour, hour and a half, get my 500 hands and get out, right? That's what I want to do. I don't want to be sitting at one table grinding it out for 5 hours, you know. And then the variance could hit me really hard during that one table. That's the great thing about multi-tabling. One table might be doing really good, another table not doing so great, and then another table doing like really bad, right? And you're playing like 4, 5, 6 tables at a time. Now imagine if you're just sitting at that one table, you're doing very bad, right? Boom, boom, always bad. Like, oh my god, you know what I mean? You gotta get off the table, go find another table. When you play multi-table, you actually get see them all. Some of them you'll run bad in all of them. Some of them you'll just break even. Some of them everybody will just give you all your money, right? Sometimes that's just the way it goes. Anyway, okay, so let's go into here. I never take a insurance thing or something, you know. I just let the cards run out. I only run it once. I don't do twice. So that's why that's 2601, 2601. That's why this is always the same. That's why. Now, if you did insurance and pulled your money out, this would be higher and this would be lower. That's what that means. I played 266 sessions. My win rate right now is 11.44 BB, which is pretty good. I mean, if you did 11 BB win rate and you're playing at the 200, 500 now, man, you'd be killing it, right? But this is just 2 and L, right? Which I'll go through some hands. And here's my graph. It goes all the way up to just over $25, $26. So that's going to cover that. Okay, oops. That's going to cover that. And monthly progress, I did 11,000 hands. So I'm going to put this over here. All right. Now we're getting into the stuff here. I got 9 hands for you. I got 9 hands for you. These are all losing hands, okay? These are the hands that I lost $1, right? $1 plus on all these hands. These are the hands that kept me back. This is just this month's. Okay, I'll actually go through this month's right now, actually. I was actually supposed to do this. So this month, it's me. Oh yeah, GGPoker, they don't have HUDs. The only reason I'm allowed to do this is because I have an old poker tracker that I was using before, and you can still download your hand histories and just throw it onto your poker tracker, and just download it, and then you can actually do your homework from there. So that's what I do. You get this really basic HUD on PokerCraft for a GGP. It's really you can see your stuff, but I don't think you really see their stuff too much. I think it's just a current session or something. I don't know. I'm going through color codes right now, and codes are just changing all over the place because it's not. I don't think it's for the whole session, for the whole time that you play with this player. Like, it's just for this session. So you gotta get your codes right to find out if this person is depending on the color. I'll actually do a video about that after once I get it down cold. But right now, this month, I'm $2.49. I'm $26.97 hands in, and I'm only up. I was short 303 hands this month from reaching my ideal 3,000 hands, but that's fine. I mean, it's going to be give or take, right? Sometimes I'll play a couple hundred hands more, or a little hands less. And this is the graph, like that. And as something else I actually wanted to go over was the bottom piece down over here. What that graph is all about. So we'll go back into between dates and poker populations loading. Put this back up. It's loading all my hands. As soon as it's done, actually, while that's actually going, this is what I pulled offline. Okay, in the small blind, you should have at least minus 15. By position, there you go. At least minus 15 in the small blind. That's what you're striving for. Minus 15. I'm running minus 8, so that's pretty good. In the big blind, I was told you need about minus 35 in the big blind win rate, and I'm doing minus 30, so that's pretty good too. I just pulled these offline, right? And early position is under the gun. You need about 12 to 15. They say about 12, 15 win rate. And I'm at 48. Actually, hold on a second now. Yeah, 48. And so that's obviously that the long term is going to take care of that, right? Like it's just a small sample. Middle position should be about 20, 22 roughly, and I'm at 7, so I'm way below there. That's something I'm going to have to go into that middle position there. That's in the hijack, and then study those hands. Like find out like what the heck is going on. Why am I? Are they just cooler spots or what's going on, right? So that's something I have to do for studying. Now the cutoff position, it should be around 22, 26, something like that, and I'm double that. That's again, that's going to even out over time, small sample, and then you got the button should be 38 to 32, and I'm running 25, way below that. I don't know what I'm doing there. I have to go back in. Maybe players are defending me in the blinds or something, and I'm just giving up. Something's wrong there. That's something I'm going to have to look into while I'm studying each position over here. So that's that. Now we're going to go into, actually have a little cheat sheet here, what I'm supposed to be doing here. Okay, hands. Okay, let's go over to the hands here. All right. Okay, so one of the things that I didn't really like doing was I like to show the cards. You know, I just like to show them just to let people know like what the other player had, what I had. So there's no guessing games, right? We're early, so this hand over here, we're early. We're in the hijack. This is probably why I'm down so low. So I'm running 52.5 BBs because I'm playing with only 60 BB stack till my stack gets a little higher. And then from there, I'm actually going to be, my nose is so itchy. From there, I'm going to be going to moving it up to 100 BBs as soon as I hit $80, right? That way the money will come just a little bit faster. I don't want to reload again. I know it's so itchy. Okay, so goes into us. We open up 2.5. We get 3-bet, and we call 4-5 Jack Rainbow. So this is probably a between a wet and a dry board. We're out of position, so we should have more checks in our range, right? We're playing out of position. There's an overcard. The 5 and 6 does actually hit his range. You can have, but I doubt it because he actually 3-bet. So we can probably take out the 4 and 5. He doesn't probably has a 4 and 5. Jack, he could have maybe Ace King, whatever. Ace King, Ace Queen. He could have maybe Queen Jack suited. Like, who knows what he can get? Something in that top range, right? He has something in that top range. I check. He checks. Excuse me. 4. Now we got something here. Like maybe now I'm thinking I must have been thinking something like, oh my God, the guy probably has Ace King, Ace Queen, something like that. Well, he played passive, right? So I check again. Now I'm thinking maybe I have showdown value with my 10s, and the backdoor just flopped. There's no more back. Well, the backdoor is still there, but you could have a backdoor flush now. Now he bets, and then I think I was probably thinking that maybe he could have maybe a suited jack, and I don't know what that was, something like that I was thinking. So then I just shoved over him, and he called, and then boom, the bad news, right? Runs out, dead card. Okay, so that was one hand that I lost. It was like $1. Next hand. Hero, I have pocket queens now, man. Pocket queens. In the hijack. I open up. This guy bets on the blind. I'm thinking, he's probably defending his blinds. So I shove. And he calls. No set for me. I almost had a nothing. That was almost a straight. Actually, this one time, I thought I had a straight like a couple times. Now I make sure I always like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I always make sure I can count my fingers this time. So I lost that one. It was a cooler, an all-in cooler, and this is like your typical shove or jams pre-flop at the 2 and L, right? I mean, you're gonna have these kind of hands. People just doing stuff like this. I know, and I'm one of them, like 2 and L, right? Okay, so here I got pocket queens again, man. So now I just limp, right? Limp. That's I think this is probably why I have such a high win rate under the gun, because I'm always like just min raising in that position because it's such a long way around, right? Like you're gonna figure 2.5. That 0.5 adds up every time you get three bet, especially if you don't have nothing really good to call with, right? Because you really want to be calling in when you're playing poker, you want to be raising, right? You want to be the one that's actually doing the aggression. Like calling, I don't know, man. I kind of feel a little bit dirty when I call. I hate it when I call. I usually just call when I'm actually just in the small blind. So it goes around, nobody raises. Multi-way, now you need a really strong hand. Really strong hand. So I bet 3/4 pot. To thin the field, there's a lot of draws out there. That's a wet board because there's so many people involved, so many ranges. And then this guy goes over, and this guy shoves. This is where I should have got smart, right? I'm not pot committed, right? I am not pot committed here. I mean, I got two big blinds, plus yeah, I got 10 BBs. Like, I'm not pot committed here. I should have just folded. I should have at least put these guys, one of these guys on at least maybe a two pair, you know, a set. But I didn't. I call anyway. And then it goes out, and obviously you know the answer. The sevens take her down. Pocket jacks in the small blind. Okay, I three bet the queens. He re-raises me. Cooler spot. Look at this guy. This guy's running really hot. 500. So I just shoved the rest in, and then I didn't get anything there. Almost. I mean, I had an open-ended here, but jack would never help me on that hand. Okay, ace king. Here we go again. We open. This time we stole. Look at that. Look at that. We get top pair. We got a gut shot. He bets 9. Oh my god. What do this guy got? I min raise him. He shoves. And then that's the end of that story. Takes it down. Set of jacks. Why I bet 5, I have no idea. Short stack calls. I'm not going anywhere. Goes in. All our outs. We have all our outs. And we lose to pair of 5s. I should have been a split pot, but you can do. Now we've got jacks and pair of jiggities. Fishing hooks. This is my min raise. I shove. And lose to ace king. Jeez. Pocket kings. Here's my min open. Shove. No, I re-raise them. Oh, I know this. I had a feeling that this is one. I bet you he has pocket aces. I was thinking. I bet you he has pocket aces. So I call, flips over his aces. Like I knew it. And then I was like, yes, I got him. And then it's like this is how it was, right? Like he's got aces. And it was like yes. Oh no, no. And then I was like, oh my god, I bet you a freaking damn club's gonna come. Oh, fuck off. And I was like, no way. Okay, whatever. So that was that hand. And pocket tens. Here we go. I do 2 on the B but on the button as well, because the most time we can actually get played back on. That could be a reason why my button is maybe a little bit low. Maybe I'm not doing enough on the button. I still have to look into me. I have to raise it up to 2.5 or 3x or something in the blind all the time. I mean on the button, because it just gives them more incentives like to call these freaking hands, right? 8-3. You know what I mean? More of a, I guess not that much, right? Just to take a peek. So that's something we have to, have to move that up to about 2.5 or 3x the button. I'll probably try it. I'll try it this week. I'll try it and see if it makes a difference in my win rate. See, I'm just invited, right? Goes, so it's 4-4-7. This range actually hits the blinds, right? The ranges, it hits them. Just because these are kind of aces, a lot of ace X, low ace X. Then we get your 5-6, 4-5s, 7-8s, maybe 3-4, 4-5, 6-4, like things like that. So I bet 1/3 pot, and everybody comes along for the ride. And now I'm beat, right? It's like, oh, now he leads out. This is true. This actually holds true at the micro stakes. When someone leads out, the chances of them having a hand is very, very well. They probably have maybe 7, 8, maybe something like that. You have two pairs, but we trumpet. But it's like he probably does have a freaking four, man. You know, like look at that. I should have at least put somebody on a four, at least. I'll raise, I'll re-raise, right? But no, not me. I freaking shove over the top, and then get called by the 5-6, and he's laughing. Only if it was a 4 or a 10 that came, right? This guy, these are the kind of plays that you're going to see at the micro stakes, right? It's 2 and L, man. Of course. What else are they going to have? Right? So that's the completion of it, of my debut of finally doing it. So I did 9 hands. I lost a total of like $9, like probably like $11 or something like that. So I'll show you my my yay. My yay. That's slang in my language for like stuff, or it's almost like could just be a piece of paper, pass me that yay, like yay. Anyway, so GGPoker. So that's how much money I'm up right now, $45.78. So I made $25.78 over since January, right? So January, February, March, and we're April 7th now. I'm not playing any poker today because Sunday is my hobby day. This is what I do on Sundays now. Because everything's closed, man. Everything's like everybody's sleeping. Everybody stayed up late last night. The kids are online all night. Staying out till freaking God knows when. I can't even believe I actually let our kids stay up that late. It's like when I was younger, man, we were at bed like 10 o'clock. Like 11 o'clock, 12 on weekends. Now it's like they're like, oh jeez. Anyway, so that's 45.78. So I'm on like 45. I just need. See here. 45.78 subtract 80. $34.22. I only need that much money until I can start playing a full stack at the 2 and 0. Then I can start to, win. Hopefully, win a little. I can go both ways too. Right? I can win some, lose some. Like it just depends on variance, right? Like that's what I mean about the stakes. It's like if you take a look. Let me get this thing out of the way here. If you take a look at the stakes here, see 2 and L, right? There's lots of games playing at the 2 and L. You got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. Look at the 5 and L. There's nobody playing at the 5 and L. There's nobody. It's so hard to get a game. So I'm actually skipping the 5 and L. That's why I'm skipping the 5 and L. But when you take a look at the 10 and L, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. There's like on the 10 and L. There's like this isn't any peak hours. At peak hours, sometimes there's like 15 to 20 10 and L games, right? So that's why I'm skipping the 5. You got all these crazy games happening at 2 and 10, and then you look at the 5, it's like only like 2 or 3 games. If you're lucky, this is peak hours, man. Like in the evening times, 25 and L's. Well, this is the sleepy times, right? You got 100 and L, 200 and L. I actually heard a story about the 2 and L, the 200 and L. Can't wait to get up there, man. I don't know how long it's gonna take me, but I heard that people at 200 and L, some players, not all players, but casino players who play at the very minimum stakes at the 200 L on casino, they actually go play online and they play the same stake. Totally two different worlds, right? Like, I can't wait to get on there. It's gonna be pretty cool. Anyway, yeah. So I'll show you the fish buffet here. So I'm a crab right now. Last year I was a little bit higher. I was 50% rake back, and then I didn't really play last year too much. It just burnt all that time. We got 50% rake back. Now it's like 40% rake for the crab. But for the crab, it says I'm supposed to be getting 40% rake back. I'm actually not getting 40%. I'm actually getting I did calculations this month, and actually we'll do that right now. Actually, so I have $1.09 this week collected in rake back. And the good thing about this is like Like on Poker Stars, it might take you a while to get like the first dollar, but here on GGP, you actually get this like once a week. You don't have to wait till you get these chests, you know, and then you're actually gonna get this all the time. So I don't know, it might be okay between the chests on Stars and the this one here, but if I'm averaging, I might get about $4, right, a month. 4, 5, 6, between $4 and $6 a month. That's not too bad, I guess, for the amount of time that you play at this level. Like it's not that yeah. It's not that yeah. Okay, so let's just take a look at the rate back here that I for this month. Between dates this month, rate attributed this month was right here, $3.25. That's the rate. $3.25. Now, 325. $3.25 times 0.40, $1.30. See, $1.30. And I'm not getting that on here. I'm getting $1.09. See, it's not fully 40%. So $1.09 of this is actually, I think it's like 27%, something like that. So you get 325 times 0.27, oops, $3.25 times 0.27 is, it's got higher than that, it's got to be 37%. 3.25 times 0.37. No. So 3.25 times 0.32. There you go. 33%. Supposed to be getting 40%. I got 33%. So, you know, hey, still money, man. That's $1.07 I never had. No, $1.09. So about 33.5% probably. So, this concludes my first video. Please like and subscribe my channel. Help me grow. Maybe when I get if I get to 50 subscribers, maybe I will go live and play an hour session. But I still got to go through the OBS things and how to change the backgrounds to keep my picture like right there and everything there. It's like, you know, I don't know if I want to do all that crazy stuff, but maybe I go on Twitch. I tried going on Twitch to do before. It's like, oh my god, it's like so much stuff to figure it out. It's like, do I really want to do this? Like, what are you really like? Are you a poker player? Are you an influencer? Like, what? Well, you know what? Just take this as a hobby and just throw this up and see if we get anybody that follow you and stuff. And I'll be doing other stuff too, like maybe I'll throw up some basic stuff about poker, things like that, to help like beginner players to go off of. I can throw up some examples, hand examples, things like that, like all that kind of stuff that we'll do maybe later on. But right now, let's just focus on trying to get 50 subscribers. So please like, subscribe to my channel, and I think that's pretty much about it. That's everything that I wanted to actually talk about. Yeah, I got everything. So yeah, so I hear the thumbnail is gotta have a really great thumbnail. That's why I pick Sundays, right? Do this in the morning, get everything all set up, and then I got a few hours to just be creative with the thumbnail. That way they'll get players to suck them in to watch the video. And this video is actually running on 35 minutes now. As soon as I put it in CapCut, I'm at 2.5x this frigging beast to shrink it even, make it even smaller. Anyway, my name is Pikdee, and happy hunting on the fish tables. I mean, not the fish tables, I mean happy playing at the lower stakes, micro stakes poker.